Seasons. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Romans chapter 12, verse 15, the English Standard Version. The writer of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1 says, "For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven." Here, believers are prepared for life's changes and transitions, seasons and time, all of which involve God's judgment, which believers are encouraged to trust. In today's text, Romans chapter 12, verse 15, the Apostle Paul calls believers to stand in solidarity with each other through life's seasons. It is an honorable thing when believers are empathetic with each other. Some indeed believe, but do not have it within them to be submissive to each other, even in their emotions. They allow their dislike for each other to supersede, and thus they can neither be empathetic nor celebratory during the seasons of others. Believers powerfully communicate heartfelt love and concern for another person when they identify and participate in their laughter and weeping. Believers should allow themselves to be vulnerable before others. Notice the response of the one Christians follow, Jesus the Christ, in John chapter 11, verses 33 through to 35. Jesus was greatly moved and wept with Mary and the other mourners after the death of his friend Lazarus. As much as Jesus planned to raise Lazarus from the dead, that did not prevent him from participating in the low point of those who found themselves in sorrow's valley. Believers should aspire to pattern their lives more closely after the one they claim to follow. Followers of Jesus the Christ must follow him completely. One commentator noted, and who can disagree, saved believers have been shown great grace by God, according to Romans chapter 3, verses 23 and 24, who experience our temptations and suffering, evident in Hebrews chapter 4, verses 15 and 16. Just as Christians who have been shown great mercy ought to be merciful to others, according to Romans chapter 11, verses 30 and 31, and Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32, they should also reflect God's empathy through compassion for others. Oh, what great error believers make when they are cold and aloof with those of their faith who are going through their seasons. Many believers wrestle with Christian living. Oh, if they would live Christ the way they preach Christ. Lord, help us to live out our Christianity in more practical ways. Amen. You have been listening to Morning Manna with Reverend Bonnie EBW Smith, Superintendent of the Moravian Church Antigua Conference and Minister of Christian Education. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. God bless you.